Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about one of the Wachowski siblings. Is that what we call it?
I don't know.
Lilly. Saying it's right-wing ideology appropriating everything and talking about that in regards to the Matrix. Like
the blue pill, red pill. Yes. And they're talking about different things and about how the right always appropriates everything. And I found that hilarious. Because I've been around a while, Lily, and I think you're full of shit, Lily.
So, yeah, and this comes up all the time because, again, the red pill, blue pill thing is used a lot online.
Across the board. It's not just like on one side or the other. It's used a lot. Do
you want the truth or do you want to lie? And that's basically it, right? And that's something universal. I think it transcends politics. I think it's just like, a lot of people would prefer to live in La La Land than to actually be, given the cold hard truth because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Wachowskis have, of course, gone back and tried to retcon that and saying it was, like a trans allegory. And I don't think anybody buys that, but whatever.
No,
it's like it's your movie, whatever. But we are going to talk about how it's not a right-wing thing necessarily. In fact, more left-leaning studios and creators have been co-opting established characters, some of them created by people on the right, or studios that were more conservative-ish because, we have to change everything, bastardize everything. So this is just a thing that is happening.
I know. I just thought it was funny because I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to more, M-O-R-E, that's more.clownfishtv.com to get more Clownfish TV. We do have podcasts and such out there, so check it out. Help support the channel. We're going to be moving more content off of YouTube because I don't trust them. I don't think anybody should trust YouTube these days. So you put this nice little montage together.
That's the only ones I could think of off the top of my head in a couple minutes time. But yeah, so let's go out and see what Lily said first.
Oh, I had the gingers being.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we've been race swap for years.
Race swap characters.
Yeah, I thought about the Ninja Turtles too. I should have put it in there. So basically, they're talking about this. There was, it was in Gizmodo. I saw it in Variety or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah, it was the Variety, but they had a lengthy discussion with Lilly Wachowski. Now, some outlets were actually saying that they're talking about the Wachowskis. It was their magnum opus was The Matrix. I would argue that Speed Racer is their magnum opus.
I think they're doing new Speed Racer stuff, by the way. I forgot to tell you that.
They are, or they're going to have J.J. Abrams.
I don't know if it's them, but somebody's doing Speed Racer stuff. I didn't read the article. I just saw the headline. And I was like, oh, I have to tell Kneon. And then I got busy and I forgot. Sorry.
As long as it's good, I think the Speed Racer movie is woefully underrated. It is very, very good. And I wish to God I'd seen it on the big screen, but whatever. Anyway.
Well, maybe they'll re-release it, but I doubt it. Yeah, so go ahead and read what Lily said.
And they're talking about the red pill, blue pill thing. We know
it was on a podcast.
It was on a podcast. So this is. I just want to take a little tangent here. This is where we're at right now, where almost all of the print news is based on podcasts and videos. Now they're just basically just wrapping their opinions around podcast episodes and videos and TikTok, right? But yeah, they said in the most recent example, the Wachowski Wachowski. I
don't know. Whatever that,
push back against red pill interpretations popularized by MAGA followers. Lilly talked about the phenomenon on the So True with Caleb Huron podcast, as reported by Deadline. The filmmaker has become accustomed to it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't bother her.
Here's my next thing, though. Just because it's called the red pill or the blue pill, it doesn't mean Republican or Democrat. People have been using that red pill, blue pill thing since before your political bullshit.
Yeah.
Since before you guys have made everything polarized and ridiculous. They've been using that example for years. You guys, it has nothing to do with when they say it. It's just about truth and lies. It's not about, oh, it's red because it's Republican. I'm like, boil it down to the lowest common denominator here. I mean, you're just, well, I'm so intelligent. Well, I beg to differ.
You have to let go of your work. They said people are going to interpret it however they interpret it. They said that actually is true. And this I would say too extends to anyone making a creative work that gets co-opted by whatever people have weird ideas about or whatever. once you put it out there, it almost is no longer your stuff. Like your intention behind it really doesn't matter anymore. It's what other people see in it, right? She said, look at all the crazy mutant theories around the Matrix films and the crazy ideology that those films helped create. And I just go, what are you doing? No, that's wrong, but I have to let it go to some extent. You're never going to be able to make absolutely every person believe what you initially intended.
But you have to make sure if it means that much to you, you have to make sure what you initially intended comes across. And I think what you initially intended and what you're claiming you intended are two different things.
Well, that's the thing. Like the Wachowskis now are saying that the Matrix is a trans allegory. I never got
that.
The
Wachowskis now say they're women, so there's that.
Well,
too.
That's what I'm saying is I think there was a little bit of a retcon there, because to me it just felt like it was like, being literally plugged into the system, into society, and being blinded to the greater truth is outside of that. I'm not saying in a religious manner.
Don't project what they
I'm
really
not projecting
intended.
Religion. I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying what they initially intended. Other people said they thought it was more like an allegory about Jesus, but now that they're women, it's a trans allegory.
There were definitely some religious overtones there. You had the chosen one, trying to get people out of the system, and who could exist kind of above and beyond everything, and who had superpowers and could fly. I don't remember Jesus having superpowers.
I don't know. All I do know is, they're awfully obsessed about this, and maybe they should obsess more about making decent Matrix movie. The
last Matrix was ass.
But they go on down here.
terrible.
They go on down here, and what they were talking about this. They talked about this here. Right-wing ideology appropriates absolutely everything.
No.
Yes, it's the right that's doing that. They appropriate left-wing points of view, and they mutate them for their own propaganda, for their own to
obfuscate the real message.
What the real message is.
That's
that
what
is
fascism
what fascism
is.
does.
Oh my God.
They make it a fascism. It takes these things and they generally acknowledge the questions or investigations or truisms. It's hard for me to read this because it's small for me, about humanity and life. They turn it into something else. They remove the weight of those things they represent. But okay, bullshit, Lily. I'm gonna call you out here because I've been left wing for years, as you guys have known, and I've distanced myself significantly. I'm independent, but I think a lot of people who were on the left never moved. They still where they were. It's just that the left has gone so batshit off the deep end that anybody who leaned left is now considered leaning right. I'm independent. I have watched the left and Hollywood repurpose, reuse everything that had any kind of fandom to it at all, but it never they never approach it with just like, okay, we're going to make the same thing but a new version of it. No, it's for modern audiences where they have to go in and change everything about it and shove a bunch of far leftist agenda into it. She-Ra and the alphabet people of power. I'm sorry, She-Ra and her friends, every character in that show had to have some alphabet letter attached to them. If we're being fucking honest, or something.
Oh yeah,
if you're straight, it's but you're fat. I'm like, it was ridiculous. Doctor Who, the last Doctor. There's article after article about how it went so far the other way. It's always leaned left and was political, and we know that. But they took it from like leaning left to pushed over, so it's laying on its side on the left, convulsing with rainbows.
It's spasming
in its dress.
Because the fascists pushed it over.
We have comics. There's like, Iceman's now gay and Superman's son's now gay, even though, neither were before.
Tim Drake bothers me more than any of it because there's same with Iceman, but there's such a history of Tim Drake dating girls exclusively. And then all of a sudden one day it's like, you know what, my best friend? Yeah, I just want to suck him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was like, whoa.
Straight men like to cuddle. Willow.
Like to cuddle.
Willow, the second Willow, the new Willow series on Disney Plus lasted a few weeks and then was pulled and has been erased from existence because it was so ridiculous with the agenda shoved in it.
So, I mean, if you want to talk about like co-opting something from, a certain political ideology, Lord of the Rings is a prime example because Tolkien was a devout Catholic, right? Walt Disney was more conservative. He was a conservative. I don't think he was particularly religious, but he definitely was conservative. And there has been an attempt by left-wing media to absolutely erase any trace of conservatism. If they can't do that, then they take a franchise that is more identified, I think, with conservatism, and they try to, pervert it into a more progressive thing, and at that point just make a new thing. But no, it's about overtaking the ideology
Well, that's it. Make
and
a new
replacing
thing.
the ideology. And that's exactly what so it's so ironic to have Lilly talk about that, to have the Wachowskis be like, oh, the right's bastardizing everything, the right's taking everything and perverting it. And
You're
it's
full
like,
of shit, Lily.
the right hasn't had any say in pop culture in a
No.
long time.
No,
I mean,
and
I'm just
about
saying.
the red pill, blue pill, but that's about truth and, you know, seeing the truth and seeing the lie. And it has nothing to do with the Democrat, Republican. But go back to my post real quick. Oh, wait, you're going to do this first?
Well, no, I was just going to say, I mean, this is not the first time this year even that Lilly has stepped in it, because they were defending the DC Comics writer, that Gretchen Felker or whatever, who was going on about Charlie Kirk, got fired for saying some shit about Charlie Kirk, and Wachowski, who is multi-millionaire, I'm sure can say whatever they want to about Charlie Kirk.
Well,
without,
they can give the other person a job then, I guess, and pay them for getting fired. There you go.
There you go. You can hire Gretchen. There you go. Hire Gretchen.
Back to this. Yeah, like, okay, so we have, you know, half-shaved head Tilo. We all know how that went. They walked it back. Ghostbusters 2016. Again, they could have had a, you know, mixed cast or whatever, made them their kids, but no, it had to be all women, and then they had to just take it too far that way. The last Terminator Dark Fate bombed.
That was ridiculous. Like they go out of their way. I mean, spoiler, they killed John Connor off in the first like freaking couple minutes of the
why would
movie.
you? It's flipping John Connor. That just defeats the purpose of the entire franchise. So literally get
subversion. Like,
get
right?
bent
It's
on that one.
Too toxic, too masculine. We can't have him being the savior of humanity. Hell no.
Velma, not only is Velma brown, but she's like, you know, her and Daphne have it going on and everything else, because they put all kinds of agenda shit in Velma. The Little Mermaid.
I thought you said, I misheard it. I thought you said they put all kinds of vagina shit in Velma.
Well, they did that too. They had the naked people in the locker room. Then you have Little Mermaid, which, I mean, I liked Halle Bailey. I think she's a sweetheart. I think she was very excited to play the character, but you still race swap the character.
But it
only ever seems to go one way.
And the thing about that, what's so sad about the Little Mermaid is that, like you said, she actually was really into the role, and she really was excited.
She didn't do a bad job.
She did not do a bad job. She was not out there running at the mouth like Rachel Zegler either. But the studio and the people around in the media did her no service, because they're like, well, all the bigots are mad because she's black.
Because the character wasn't black.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see them do a realistic Little Mermaid, because they actually said, like, if mermaids were real, they would look like grossly obese beluga
They
whales.
look like manatees. I think the
look like
manatees
manatees.
were basically called mermaids.
Oh, that's a new mammal. We're gonna reboot Mammal, and we're gonna call it Manatee, and he's gonna just slowly morph into this like manatee.
Okay. You were probably like, what the heck's a manimal?
Animal. He turned into different animals.
I know what it means.
This is power.
Then they had the new Voltron, where we had to like make a bunch of changes there.
Shipping.
There was character diversity more, and they had different, you know, characters that were now suddenly gay and everything else they weren't before. And we keep seeing this. So basically, all Hollywood does, we're going to talk about, all Hollywood does is they race swap shit. And then they had to put, you know, a chick in it, make her lame and make her gay. Or they had to put some kind of LGBTQ, far leftist or whatever agenda in there, because that's for new audiences, for new audience that doesn't even support it. That disappears as soon as, you know, it's over, because they move on to the next thing, because they're like locusts, and there never is enough audience to keep it supported fully anyway. But no, guys, it's the right who is appropriating everything and ruining it. It's not the case. I'm somebody in the middle. I was left. I'm still never changed. Just by your own metric now, because of your idiocy, I'm considered on the right now, same as I always was.
I don't even understand that.
You're full of shit, Lily.
So, okay. So what is Lilly? What are the Wachowskis going to do if just by chance Paramount Skydance does buy Warner Brothers? And it's run by the Ellisons and also the Saudis.
I don't know. That's
probably still gonna out. Are they going to be able to make another Matrix movie? And
I hope they're making another Matrix movie after the last one.
I heard they're making another one.
What are you going to do with this one? You already buried the other one. You can dig it up, shoot it again, and bury it again? You already done fucked up the last time. Maybe, and I think I said this too in my post, maybe instead of doing what you're accusing the right of doing, make something new. I mean, that was your thing, so it was new before. But make a new thing and make good characters and move on.
Yeah, I don't. It's wild because that was like their big claim to fame, right? They did other movies. Some of them were massive failures. Cloud Atlas was a massive failure. Speed Racer was a massive flop too, and that it was actually pretty good. But again, two things could be true at once, right?
Well, the one thing they're really known for, I think, is the most at this point.
The
is
Matrix. So they keep going back to The Matrix is 1.5 good movies. One groundbreaking movie because nobody had seen anything like it when it came out, and I didn't know anything about it when I went to go see it. I literally knew nothing about The Matrix other than it was an action movie with Keanu Reeves. So I went to go see it it was like a matinee opening.
I mean,
weekend.
who wouldn't? Action movie with Keanu Reeves. Of course, you're there. That's like, duh.
Well, I used to go to the theater all the time because I didn't have TV. So I wasn't spoiled. I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, wow, that's actually really a very different movie than what I thought it was going to be. But the second one, the first half was okay. And I was really into that. I even went to the second one by myself because nobody wanted to go see it with me. I'm like, and the first half was okay. And then it just kind of came off the rails. And the third one was a waste. And the fourth one, God,
don't even speak of it.
So bad. It was so bad. Just stop. Stop.
Yeah, you should have stopped before you did that one. If you're making another one, just stop. But I'm just like, the right disappropriates everything. Like, hell, they do.
The right doesn't get a chance to appropriate everything.
And I'm not even far right. I'm not even on the far right. I'm just saying it from somebody who's in the middle. Because I'm just a moderate in the middle at this point, independent. And I think you're full of shit.
See, this is what happens when politics gets intermingled, though, because the thing is none of this should be a left-right thing.
No, it shouldn't be.
It should be you put your art out there. You let people get out of it wherever they get out of it. If people take something away from it that you did not intend, and maybe that thing is bad, you can't control that. Maybe people will read into it because this happens all the time. People find meaning in books and movies and TV shows that were not put there intentionally, but it brings them enrichment in their own lives. So you don't want to take that away from them either and be like, yeah, I know it made you feel so much better about your mom's cancer, but yeah, that's not what I actually meant. So,
I'm sorry. I was just thinking about them being mad about the pill thing. And I'm like, but who assigned the colors to the meaning? You did, Lily. You did. If you didn't like it, you should have gone the other direction with it, shouldn't you? But you did it because now you're trying to say it means something else. Like, at least if you're going to lie, make it believable.
We'll always have Speed Racer.
Anyway, sorry for this. I just sat there like, are you effing kidding me right now? It's like, this is like,
yeah.
I wasn't so pissed I'd be laughing.
Well,
but I'm more pissed right now. I'll laugh about it later.
Look, the TDS has definitely taken its toll on the Wachowskis, so let's just consider the source, right? I'm not surprised because I'm sure they get asked.
It's the same person.
I thought it was at first. I was like,
it's the same person.
They all buy their glasses at the same place. The cat eye glasses.
They both previously had penises, I think.
That is also true. Yes.
I'm sorry, but truth is the truth. I took the red pill.
Is that?
Maybe you should try it.
Me?
No, not you. Sorry.
I still have mine still attached. I'm good. Anyway, you can vouch.
Oh, I'm supposed to vouch for that? I'm sorry. Yes, his penis is still attached, and it's a very nice penis.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
There you go.
I didn't expect the compliment.
I vouched. So there you go.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.